Hello, my name is Ines. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is where we safely feel the feels and talk about healing and spirituality. So I'm going to do a quick energy update. It is the end of December. I have a few videos I want to record, but I want to talk about the energies. They have been insane, but in the best ways possible. So whether you're spiritual or not, I feel like you can feel a change in the air. You can feel the energies just changing, being different, almost like they're upgrading. And I feel like we get these kind of waves of increased energy. The one thing I want everybody to understand that all of the energies we're going through right now are here to stay. These energies are, we're not going to be doing so much of a roller coaster. We're going to be kind of climbing up. At times, it's going to feel like a roller coaster. We're really going to be pushed into shadow work. We're going to be triggered into healing. I think the more of us that feel the changing energies and the more of us that do the healing and talk about it, and the more of us that talk about our information of spirituality kind of coming back to us, I think that's just going to push more of us into the part of healing. And I wanted to start off doing more kind of monthly themes with my videos. So because it's end of December and we're going into January, there's this whole kind of idea of New Year's resolutions. And I wanted to start my episode off there. New Year's resolutions. So first off, the last part of the year, so this winter season, I actually consider it more as a hibernation period. This is the time where our energies are kind of being settled and we can kind of do more work internally. It's not very much a social time. Spring, summer, I find are more of the social times. And I find, getting into the colder seasons after all the holidays, your body, your mentality, your spirit is just exhausted. And this is the season where I really just like to go into hermit mode, literally hibernate. I feel like society doesn't give us an opportunity to fully do that or to understand the importance of it. And I find the reason New Year's resolutions are dangerous or can be dangerous is because we don't give ourselves an opportunity to go within. We don't give ourselves an opportunity to look within, to go inside of ourselves and figure out, okay, what worked for me this past year? So the self-reflection, and what do I want to bring in with the new energies going forward? My New Year's is always the spring solstice. That's kind of like, you get the new sun, you get this new energy. There's just a new energy in the air. I find January, February, and leading up to the spring solstice is a good time to really reflect on yourself, work on healing, and all of that. So I am going to almost mirror and align my YouTube episodes to go in part with that. So one thing I want to talk about is the dangers of New Year's resolutions and how to do it differently. So the dangers of New Year's resolutions is that it's almost like society pressures us to constantly be on the go. And if you understand energy, or if you watch any of my previous episodes, you understand that when we're not allowed to, or we're not giving an opportunity to fully go within ourselves, we actually block more of our healing. And hustle culture, kind of matrix capitalism, they want hustle culture to exist because when we go within ourselves and we start to heal ourselves, we kind of start realizing more of the problems that society really does have. Society doesn't want us to go within and find these problems and solutions and heal ourselves because it kind of works the same with capitalism. I did do an episode on this, so I'm just going to refer you straight to that episode. In the episode, I'm going to link it in the description, and I talk about how difficult it is to heal in the society we live in now. And there are a lot more therapists out there that are starting to kind of see the connection here, and they're talking more about it, which I really appreciate. And I just want to share a moment of gratitude for those people. If you are somebody who does like New Year's resolutions but wants to kind of adjust themselves to align themselves with the actual energies, not with society standards, this is how you can do it. So for the rest of January, the theme is heal and hibernate. We're going to self-reflect. We're going to talk about what it is to heal. We're going to talk about struggles within ourselves. We just had the 4 days of darkness that has kind of been prophesized. So I feel like a lot of people felt a tug at their spirit through that. The 4 days of darkness, especially with the astrological alignments, is very much a chance for us to understand just how sad our spirit really is. And I went online earlier today. I've kind of been offline. I've just been literally within myself for the last few days, just kind of doing my own thing, not having any outside influences. And it's been a relief, like a breath of fresh air. It's really helped. Going online, I saw a lot of comments of people feeling the same way, where they don't have answers. They're looking for answers. They're trying to figure stuff out. And we feel pressured. Like there's just a lot of pressure to know everything. And I just want to say that for the rest of January and February, this is our opportunity until the spring solstice. This is our opportunity to start collecting those answers. Do not put pressure on yourself to just have the answers, because they're not going to be there. The more pressure you put on the answer to come, it's not showing up. One of the things I would put into your New Year's resolutions is constantly touching in with yourself. So constantly having some sort of self-reflection, finding time to go within, not so much about exploring what's out there, exploring the universe or the astrals with your mind or anything like that, but literally within yourself, your emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual health. Over the next 2.5, almost 3 months, concentrate on that. And your New Year's resolutions, if you choose to have them, should be reflective of your inner healing. So over the next 3 months, what are you going to do? How are you going to heal? How are you going to find these answers that your soul and spirit is begging for? One thing that I would do is write a list. Everything, start with self-reflection. Think about the past year, the growth, the things that you wish you would have done, the things you haven't yet had a chance to do. Are you able to, in any sort of way, bring in these lessons or bring in more wishes, that kind of like things that you wish you had done? What can you do now to get them done? Can you get them done? Don't put pressure on yourselves too. I feel like a lot of people, when they do some sort of goals or New Year's resolutions, you feel bad for not getting them done fully. And I've mentioned this before. There are sometimes when it comes to healing, and this is an important lesson in how you experience your New Year's resolutions, sometimes certain parts of our goals, of our healing, of whatever resolutions we make, we don't give ourselves enough time, and other things, they don't need as much time. So also keep track of how much time you've given yourself versus how much time you need for certain things. So your New Year's resolutions shouldn't just be about the things you wish had happened, the things you want to do. They should also be about the lessons of time. Did you give yourself enough time for certain things? Did you allow yourself to heal properly, slowly, and steadily, or did you rush through your healing and realize that you haven't really even healed at all? And this is part of that self-reflection. I'm going to add at the end of this episode a few questions and a few kind of ponders and things that you can think about in regards to self-reflection, and then you can set yourself up for your goals. I want you guys, whatever your goals are right now that you set beginning of January, middle of January, don't plan on actually doing any of that until spring. This is just going to be kind of our self-reflection / setup for spring. Before I fully end the episode, like I said, the rest of January is going to be talking about healing and hibernating. I'm going to be talking about self-help therapy. I'm going to be talking more about shadow work. I'm going to be talking more about the 3 areas of self-help therapy that is very important. Inner child, inner teen, shadow work and interdependence. And our February theme is going to be about love. So it's going to be about self-care, self-love, relationships with ourselves, different parts of ourselves, and relationships with others. And throughout these episodes, I am going to be talking more about how it reflects in energy. I'm very much controlled by energy. Like, everything I do is how I feel about energy, how I feel other energies. And I feel like more and more people are starting to understand the importance of energy. So as I do these themes, as I do these episodes, I'm going to be bringing in more talks about energy with it. But for now, I want you guys to take a minute, reflect on your past selves from spring until now, and what you would like to do over the winter to get you ready for the energetic spiritual new year in spring. And I'm going to have the questions and some self-reflection prompts at the end of this episode. But for now, I hope you're all doing well. Do not put pressure on yourselves. Take the time, go into hibernation mode, look within, talk to your guides, talk to the universe. The spiritual energies are just like, they're insanely powerful right now. They're coming in more clear. We're kind of clearing out the garbage, the shadows. We're cleaning house, so to speak. So allow yourself, allow your internal energies, allow your guides to help you with that. And one more time, I'm just going to remind you, putting pressure on yourself to have the answers doesn't allow your guides to deliver your answers. So yes, anytime you kind of come across anything that is giving you issues, misunderstandings, confusion, sadness, that you feel like your guides aren't there to help you with, I want you to take a minute, take some time, meditate on it. And this is the season to do so, because there is some big energetic spiritual stuff happening in the spring. And now is the time for the next few months to clean house. So honor that. Honor the season of hibernation, going within, getting to know yourself, and literally cleaning house. So I love you guys. I hope the best for you. I hope you've had an amazing year, and I cannot wait for even more amazing stuff to come around. Mwah.